not going to be repeating, okay? So you need to listen now because I'm not going to answer any more questions about it from this point forward. So, you're, don't, no,
She's already
okay, just her.
Yeah.
Okay, now, we're going to talk about the essay question and my expectations for this essay question. Now, the reason that I'm only going to discuss this one time is because I'm giving you from now until May 5th or 6th, whatever day it is for the last day of class, to get this done and to get your points for it. It will count 40 points of the last test grade. 40 points of the last test grade. The essay, you should be able to see it here in Canvas. So I've added this module that says essay question, and when we look at this, what I've tried to do is I try to find you a case study that would be something that you would actually see in the real world, okay? And the reason that I chose what I chose is because it's got pretty much information, and the information is going to talk to you about a lot of different systems. It'll be giving you information about the kidneys, about the heart, about the blood, okay? All these systems that we've got in the body. The way that I want you to approach answering the question, everything, hopefully, that you guys have learned from me and the course, everything happens at the cellular level, okay? Because this case study that you're given, this patient, what's happening to her, you can see that I'm giving you some lab report information, okay? These, when you're looking or dealing with a case such as this is where that happening at the cellular level is going to become very important, okay? So, I want you to approach your answer at the cellular level. For example, I'm letting you know, Cindy, the patient, diabetic neuropathy. Anybody ever heard that? Neuropathy. If we were to take that term apart, what system is that going to be associated with? Nerves, okay? And then diabetic, kidneys, okay? So I want you to, be able to take this stuff apart. Now, I'm also letting you know some things that are happening. She's got proteinuria, protein in her urine. Okay, is everybody kind of following me? All right. Hypertension, does everybody know what that is? What is it? High blood pressure, okay? Gradually decreasing renal function. Now, we haven't gotten to the kidneys yet, but when you hear a term dealing with renal means the kidneys, okay? And this is given to us by chemical test. She has felt healthy, but now, age 55, she's increasingly fatigued with just little physical exertion. She needs more sleep, Also, she feels nauseated a lot. She's actually vomited. Now, increased swelling in her ankles. Let me go ahead and tell you now, and you may want to write this down, everything that I'm saying, okay? This is going to be related to my cardiovascular system. So you seeing now how I'm helping you make the connection, okay? Now, she's short of breath. That brings in my respiratory system. She has become less responsive. That's bringing in my nervous system. Laboratory tests reveal the kidney disease is progressing. This, of course, would be my kidneys. Now, as we move into the chapter on the kidneys, we will learn about bun. That is our wastes in the body. When the cells are doing their jobs, okay, making their products, one of the things that happens, they put off waste. So the waste is, some of the waste that's given off is nitrogenous. Nitrogen, this is very toxic to our systems. So now with the BUN, I'm bringing in my liver and my blood.
A lot of times I always hear people like creatinine.
Yes, creatinine is another product that cells are going to give off. Creatinine is when, a lot of times when we hear creatinine, we usually hear it referred to in reference of like energy of the cell or an energy source for the cell. Yes and no, but at the same time, it can also be a metabolic waste. And usually, under normal conditions, body handles it and gets rid of it. It's a way that the cells of the body will go about making energy when we are beginning a physical exertion, like running or doing something like that. Yeah, and I know that they sell, I think they sell a supplement or something, creatinine. I don't really know what to say about those types of supplements, because
when it says increased swelling, would that be related to edema?
yes, and edema comes back to our heart and the circulatory system. And actually, we can also have from the lungs fluid buildup also. So it's this, one of the things that I'm trying to hopefully get you all to do is associate how one thing actually affects all these other systems. We tend to, it used to be, okay, that in treating an illness or a sickness, it used to be that they tried to look at only that symptom, only that issue. But what we know now, based on what we have been learning through the 1900s up to the point we are now, we cannot separate the systems of the body. Something goes wrong with one, the others are affected. Something as simple as, I don't know if it's my allergies or what, something as simple as this, what I know, okay, based on my teeny tiny amount of knowledge that I have, I'm affecting my lungs, I'm affecting my heart, and I'm affecting my blood circulation, which is of course affecting my muscles and other stuff. I know that, okay? So what I'm trying to get you all to, to realize, we can't separate the systems. They're all intertwined. Urinary output, as you can see, very decreased, which of course is letting us know kidneys are not functioning correctly. Okay, now she's told by her physician kidneys are failing. She's told about options. Hemodialysis. Everybody's familiar with dialysis, right? Where they go with the machine, depending on the severity, may have to be the peritoneal, okay? But dialysis, the peritoneal versus kidney transplant. And it's really odd because I just heard something, it was, I can't remember what they were talking about, but on the radio yesterday, because I listen to talk shows and stuff like that, and one of them was talking about how kidney disease kills more people in the U.S. per year than colon cancer, and there's another cancer that they listed. I can't remember what it is now. It's odd because kidney transplant, okay? But y'all do know that they're now trying to grow these in different ways, right? Like trying to grow them in pigs, the farm, PHARM animals. Yes? No? Okay. And that they're trying to grow them in labs. Yeah. Oh, don't say ooh, because you want to know. Because here's what we have to remember. We have to remember, think about this. Today, each of us in here, would we all say we're relatively healthy? Okay? Go to your doctor tomorrow, and you're told your kidneys are failing. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but this would be me. Okay, what lab is doing what? Okay, ooh, I like it. Hello, anybody in there? Hey, open the door. That's going to be me. Okay, so if it came from a pig and it works, I'll take it. Okay, just saying. So, you know, it's the whole idea. Keep that mind open. So, we have to think about, okay, what is she going to do? So, here's what she chose to do. First of all, start dialysis. And after the first couple of weeks, and they check, they see bun has decreased. But one of the things we need to check and make sure if we're still within an acceptable limit. Based upon the norm, we're definitely not. Okay? So, gotta keep thinking about this. So, even though it's effective, not foolproof, people with chronic renal failure don't know if you've ever had someone in your family suffering from this. My mother-in-law did. She just passed back over the summer of last year, and it's a very debilitating, horrible way because she'd already had a kidney transplant, and there was nothing else that could be done, and she made the choice. And it's a very difficult way to watch someone you love pass from renal failure. So don't know if any of you have ever seen that happen, but it's not a pretty way to go. Now, we can see that some of the issues that come along with hemodialysis, one of the things that will happen is it's going to mess up their calcium and phosphate balance. Now, one of the things that we've talked a lot about, ions. Calcium, for example. What two major systems of the body need calcium? And Alex, muscle contraction?
Skeletal.
Well, skeletal too, but in their actual working, we need them for muscle contraction, nerve conduction. So now I have added the muscular system